What will happen at quarterback next season? Let's project this out. Who's gonna what's gonna happen? What is it? What do you think?
Well, my hopes are that we are going to at least trade Jimmy Garoppolo for a team who wants a great quarterback next season.
Yeah.
Maybe we can do that with the Patriots. I have a lot of hopes that we can do that with the Patriots, that trade. That is going to be crucial. After that, I hope that at least we can sign a great veteran quarterback, but I don't mind that it is going to be the greatest solution for the quarterback position, because the people that we were talking about in the past months, in the past half year, were Matt Stafford, Matt Ryan, and other people like them. Of course, there were some other talks about Marcus Mariota, Mitch Trubisky, and other people like that. But my problems are with Matt Stafford and Matt Ryan, that they just earn too much for this team right now with as many needs as we have right now.
Mm-hmm.
And my other problems with Mitch Trubisky and Marcus Mariota is that they are simply not good enough to be a franchise quarterback. That's why the Bears and that's why the Titans just put them onto the bench.
Mm-hmm.
So after I closed the doors before those guys, I must say that I have a lot of hope that we can draft a quarterback on the draft.
Round 1, round 2, round 3.
Hopefully in round 1, but I wouldn't be surprised if we do that in the second or the third round.
The way I look at it is, I think the Niners are going to chicken out and not move on from Jimmy. I think they're going to keep Jimmy next year. I'm starting to think they're going to keep Jimmy, even though I think Kyle would love to move on. I think the Niners probably would like to move on. I think they're going to look at it and be like, you know what, 24-9 with him, moving on is risky. You know, I think Jed probably likes Jimmy Garoppolo. He's marketable. I don't know if Jed said it explicitly or it even needs to be said, but dude, if you guys get rid of Jimmy Garoppolo and you can't replace him and you start losing, you're fired. Are you kidding? He's 24-9. You may not like him, but it seems to work. So any replacement has to be like a surefire improvement. And if Kyle could have gotten better play out of Mullins this year than what he got from Jimmy, he could have been like, look, I mean, I'm ready to move on. We could do it with Mullins. Give me whoever I want. But he can't, because Mullins didn't play as well as Jimmy did last year. Now, there were a lot of mitigating circumstances, but I still feel like there is a lot of pressure for the Niners to bring back Jimmy, and they're going to buckle. They're going to buckle.
Do you think the pressure is higher on them bringing back Jimmy, or the other pressure is higher that a lot of fans just wants to move on from Jimmy?
Well, Niner fans want to move on, and they say trade up for a quarterback. But if that doesn't work, Niner fans aren't going to be like, hey, it's okay, we told you to do that. They're going to be like, you should have known better. We're fans. Why were you listening to us? You traded for this quarterback who stinks. You got rid of Jimmy Garoppolo, who went back to New England and won a Super Bowl. That's your fault. You should have known better. You're fired. No, you can't just listen to fans. They'll forget what they told you to do in 2 seconds. That's a scary proposition to move off of Jimmy Garoppolo for some dude from Ohio State.
You know, there's a quote in Hungary. Our first team sport that is some kind of historical for this nation is soccer, and we are always saying that in Hungary we are there are 10 million people in Hungary, and we are just saying that Hungary is the home of the 10 million soccer coaches. And when we are talking about American football,
I like that. I love that. I love that.
Fans in America,
Same thing.
I'm like, it's the same.
Same thing. So let's stick with what I think they stick with Jimmy. I think they don't draft a quarterback in round 1, and we'll talk about what they will do in round 1 later. I think they'll take a quarterback in round 2 or round 3, either with that second round pick around 45 or with the late 3 that they get for losing Robert Saleh. And it's either going to be Kyle Trask or Mac Jones or Kellen Mond or Desmond Ridder or someone in that tier. And it'll either be he should be better than CJ Beathard, but I don't know that necessarily. I think they might be in a position next year in 2022 that they might have to take a quarterback then.
Yeah,
You know?
sounds fair. I have a lot of ideas about that, but let's talk about it later.